so we are going to make another meal from the Skillet Dinners 5 meal kit. We are going to be working on the roasted garlic chicken pasta skillet. So I don't know about you, but anything pasta gets my attention. So I think this is going to be a fun one. Again, remember that the recipes are designed for 4 servings. So we are going to start out with our chicken in our nifty little bag. So we have 1 pound of chicken thinly sliced into our Ziploc bag. And then we are going to add a tablespoon of oil, the avocado oil. So we're just gonna coat that over all of our chicken. And then add an 8-ounce package of mushrooms. Me not being the mushroom lover, I am using just half the package because I like the mushrooms in there, but just not too many of them. So tailor it to your liking. And then we're gonna add 6 mini sweet peppers sliced into rings. So this adds some wonderful color, nice bright reds, yellows, orange, whatever you have in the sweet pepper. And then we are going to season this with the onion. So you may not know that the onion is not just onion. This is 3 different kinds of onions in here. Let me read the ingredients to you, just because this adds wonderful flavor to no matter what you're using it in. We have onion, garlic, sea salt, shallots, red bell pepper, parsley, chives, leeks, and citric acid. So this is a wonderful seasoning. This is the one that I use the absolute most at my house. So if you haven't noticed that we do sell the garlic, onion, and spinach and urban value packs now, and the onion, that would be the best way to go in purchasing that one, because trust me, once you start using it, you are going to use it for everything. So once we have our seasoning in there with our chicken, our vegetables, and our oil, we are going to seal that up, getting all of that air out of there. And then we're gonna mush it up, mix it up a little bit, and get that onion worked into some of those vegetables and that meat with the oil. Give your hands a little exercise, smushing them all together. So once the oil and the seasoning is worked through, then we can set that aside. And our next bag is going to be the liquid. So this is where I told you the nifty little stands come in handy. So we are going to be using the chicken broth in this one. And the nice thing about this type of stand is it is adjustable. So you can make it for the quart size bags, or you can make it taller for the gallon size bags. So I have my quart size bag here, and I am going to be adding 2 cups of chicken broth. And along with the chicken broth, we're going to be adding half and half and the roasted garlic and red pepper cheese ball mix. Again, it's a wonderful cheese ball. So it's nice that it is so versatile that we can use it in recipes and not limit our options to a cheese ball with crackers. So we have our 2 cups of chicken broth, and to that we're adding half and half, 1 cup of the half and half, and then we're going to add 1 packet of the roasted garlic and red pepper cheese ball. And very carefully close this one. We can't lay this one down to squeeze the air out as we're dealing with liquids. Always gets a little interesting when we're putting liquid into a bag, but so we've squeezed out as much air as we can, and we're mixing that up a little bit, getting the chicken broth, the half and half, and that seasoning packet mixed together there. And I'm going to open up a corner and just squeeze out a little bit more air. All right, right, and then I'm going to lay that flat. Check for leaks, no leaks. I'm going to lay that flat with my chicken. Then our next bag, this one does have a few bags to it, so a few pieces, probably the most complicated recipe in the whole meal kit. But our next bag, pretty simple. We are simply using a quart size bag, and we are putting in our diced zucchini. So I've just sliced mine and I've quartered it. So you can kind of see that just chunk size pieces. And we are putting this, into its own separate bag. And when you're preparing this, you'll understand why it's in its own bag, as it's added to the recipe on its own, as it's an individual step as you are going. So there we have our zucchini into our second bag, and then into a third bag. So we have 3-quart size bags with this one. Then we are going to put in our 3/4 cups of Parmesan. So we're going to put that into a bag, and we are going to Ziploc that quick. I have to switch bags here. I grabbed the wrong one for the zucchini. Zucchini is going to be step 2B. So when you're labeling your bags, you're putting that actually on there, what step number it is. So we have step 1, step 2, step 3. So the step 3 bag is where we have our Parmesan cheese. So naturally that's going to go on towards the end of cooking. So we're going to seal up that one, and then we have another gallon Ziploc bag, double bagging everything and keeping it all together in your freezer. So when we originally had come out with the freezer meals, we would also get recipe cards with them, and I would tuck the recipe card in with the bags into the second bag, which kept the recipe right there. But now we do have everything that comes, all the recipes come in its own cookbooklet, so you have that at your fingertips when you are preparing the meals. So here I have my bag of chicken along with my 3-quart size bags of ingredients, all in one bag, all ready to go to pop into the freezer and pull that out when you are ready to enjoy roasted garlic chicken pasta skillet. Thanks for watching.